Welcome back, everyone, to the Game Vault podcast stream. I'm your host, Tom. Joining me, as usual, is Mark.
Hello, everyone. Let's play the closest game to my favorite movie series of all time.
It is Retro Roulette night. We are playing Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. This game is quite difficult, if I remember correctly.
Can't wait.
So this is going to be fun. Yeah, I actually typed the wrong thing on the... It should be updated now if you reload Night Duck. Controllers. I gotta update this or not? I want accelerate to be R2 and brake to be L2. So shift up. That, shift down of that. Look behind is...
I still use that Fast and the Furious joke, no matter if people get it or not. When somebody shows up to a party or something, within my family, it's like, all right, you can have any beer here as long as it's Corona. Some people get it, some people just look at me.
Yeah, Night Duck, there's a lot of named Need for Speed, so I couldn't remember which one it was. So to start, you get 3 cars. You get Ferrari, Corvette, or Countach. That's it.
A Lamborghini.
More than you can afford, pal.
Well, in
Ferrari.
Well, to be honest, we should do the Lamborghini, since in honor of our Retro Roulette game, Automobile
Lamborghini. I have a feeling that it sucks. I'm gonna compare. It doesn't suck as much as I thought, but it's not great. Well, I mean, we'll give it a shot. Excuse me. Yeah, Night Talk, let me know if you reload the stream if it shows up the correct thing now.
I have it correct, and I just loaded up the stream.
Okay.
I go to, I watch it on Twitch just so I can see the chat.
3,
And I can.
2, 1, go!
What's it called? Discord. Oh god. I was like, I hope they let you switch the camera.
Yeah, there's no way I would leave it at that. Yeah.
So I got
this already is not going well.
So on Sunday I got back on my bullshit.
On your NCAA bullshit?
No, my American Truck Simulator.
Oh, American Truck Simulator bullshit. That's fun bullshit.
Yeah. Spent an entire afternoon making 2 deliveries. Went from Barstow, California to something, I think it's Longview. Something begins with an L, Texas. And then I went from LA to Seattle. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. And I kept all my damage under 10%.
Nice. That's good. That's a good day.
The most damage I got on one of my trips was shocking to everybody who's watched me play Truck and Thursdays. I had a little trouble getting out of the gas station.
Lap 2.
But yeah, so I found a new hack for it. You know, play that game, and then I found a new radio station through work, which is the iHeartRadio has the old Casey Kasem American Top 40 broadcast.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, so you can either listen to the one from the 70s and 80s, and it's like radio. It's like a stream. Like you can't rewind or pick a year.
Yeah.
It's whatever's on. So you can either do 70s or 80s, and it flip flops between the 2 decades every show. Or you can do 90s and 2000s. The 90s and 2000s is fun. They're kind of stuck in the late 90s, early 2000s right now. So it's a lot of the same shit.
Yeah.
Like I was hoping it would be like early 90s and then early 2000s, and sort of do a nice swap of like types of music.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing, yeah.
I was gonna say the 90s on 9 on Sirius XM. They do every weekend. They do we call it the back in the day replay countdown.
Yeah.
Downtown Julie Brown counts down the top 30 or 40 hits. Pretty awesome.
I'm sticking with the Casey Kasem for 2 reasons. One, it's always fun to hear him describe bands that were just starting
That's
out.
your best lap. Lap 3.
The one was like, oh, next up are 4 young ladies from Houston, Texas.
Oh, he's talking about Destiny's Child.
Yeah. And this young new country singer from Nashville, she's only 16 years old.
Taylor Swift.
And the long distance dedications are great as well. The one that I put in the Discord was just unhinged. Where the guy blamed the breakup of his marriage on his wife's bulimia.
Jesus Christ.
And I know why Casey picked it, because back in the late 90s, as we all know, we lived through it. Anorexia and bulimia was like a big deal.
I mean, it's still a big deal.
But I mean, like, there were like PSAs and...
Well, yeah, I mean, there were full, like,
school.
there were full afternoon specials about it, so...
Yeah, that's what I meant by big deal. Obviously, it's still big. But, you know, so I think he picked it just because it mentioned that. And I don't know if he kind of clocked the rest of the email.
You would think somebody would read that before he went on the air with it.
Yeah, you would think so. Like I said, like I posted basically the entire thing. You know, as much as I could remember paraphrasing it in the Discord, but it was nuts.
That's your best lap. It's the final lap.
But some of them are your normal ones, like, oh, I haven't seen this friend since I was a child, or my mom passed away. You know, some of them are normal. Yeah, that too. That, you know, just the heroin chic stuff from the 90s.
Yeah. Yep, unfortunately that kicked into the 2000s, and,
Yeah,
like...
Kate Moss.
I can't tell you how many, like, people I went to high school with died because of heroin overdoses.
Yeah.
I was doing well, too, and then I hit a non-movable tree.
This isn't Forza. You don't get extra points for hitting the trees. Yeah, so my favorite thing that happened while I was trucking was, for some reason, he did like a like Where Are They Now on MC Hammer.
Okay.
From like, I think it was a 97 broadcast or something, 98. And it was just that he went back to his roots of gospel music because, you know, his faith got him through going down trucking.
Sure it did.
And I was like, oh, does he have like a song that made the list?
Nope.
You know? Nope. The record label just paid the American Top 40 for that free advertisement for his album.
You
All
placed
right.
third.
Well, I finished third in the first race.
Okay. Is this the one that has, I know a lot of them had this, but was this the one that specifically had, like...
Congratulations.
modes
You've
where, like,
got
the
a top
cops
10
chase you,
time for this track.
specifically?
You can have cops chase you, yeah.
Okay. So I remember, the first one you could also be the cop, or one of them you could, right? Or is it this
I
one?
don't think you could be the cop until this game.
Yeah, I just remembered one game you could be the cop.
But I think you can only be the cop in
Multiplayer.
like multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah. This is probably the last one that I played. Like, went out of my way to play.
I
I
want
think
to
I
say
played
there
the
was.
other ones here and there.
I want to say there was one more on the PlayStation, like regular Need for Speed, and then I think all the rest went to PS2. Could be wrong,
Yeah,
but I think that's the case.
3,
You could
2,
check me on that.
1, go!
Look how round the tires are.
But just like anything else in the 90s, you had to do the tournament mode to unlock anything.
Yes. Something Mario Kart hasn't.
Yep. But
I'm doing
I
all
have
the
to,
50cc races just to unlock the characters.
I have to say that the soundtrack for this game
Yeah.
is like a trance banger.
Oh. Oh, I'm gonna unmute. Yeah, this is nice. Oh, and one other thing they added to American Truck Simulator is they had, you remember they had like the radio stations to play like radio stations from anywhere over the world.
Yeah.
Now they like licensed like whatever royalty free music or whatever, and you can just play that and not get like
DMCA.
DMCA. They have like 5 radio stations, and like one's a techno channel, one's like a lo-fi beats, one's like rock, pop, and I forget what the 5th one is.
Nutduck, I have not heard the theme song.
I am not. I am.
Oh, I'm in first place? I had no idea. And of course I get stuck. Why not? Lost every place. We got stuck on a rock.
Lap 2.
Oh yeah. Let's see if this is the thing I'm listening to. Yep. Now I got the Moonchild theme song playing on 2 different tabs. And they're at 2 different times of the song.
It's a theme song to an unreleased Amiga game. Okay. I will have to check that out.
That was something being 2 different points of a techno song. Because everything's still the same BPM, it's just different noises.
I have to say, I've been very much into the synthwave moment. And the fact that Forza Horizon 6 has a synthwave channel is like the greatest thing ever.
I think I've just had the Japanese channel on.
I tried listening to that and I was like, all right, I can't.
It felt authentic.
It's authentic, but I couldn't do it for very long.
That's your best
This
lap.
racing reminds me of,
Lap 3.
I don't know if it's because many people are not playing it, or F-099 not that far.
I think it's kind of dead at the moment.
Okay.
Because it came
I'm
out.
like coming in the top 10, no problem.
It came out a long time ago. Yes, there is a cool synthwave band called Roulette that I listen to. that might happen to do the theme song to this show, stuff like that.
Yeah, I had some good.
Apparently, he
good
knows some of the
nostalgia.
people that got featured on the Forza soundtrack.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I had some cool flashbacks. One time I had sound unmuted when we were pre-show, and the Stranger Things theme song came on.
Ah, yes, the old Stranger Things theme song. I miss doing that, the music and stuff like that. Doing the battle theme was
If you ever want to write me a 20 to 30 second thing for Retro Roulette,
sure for the endurance run.
yeah,
I could do that. I just
If
gotta
it's
have
too
like
late to-
I just gotta like sit down for a couple hours and do it. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Is I
whenever you
haven't
get-
had I haven't had time to like write a song in a long time. But if I'm only doing a 30-second thing,
Yeah,
I might-
30 at most. Because currently I think it's like 40-something seconds, a little too long. But it also doesn't have any point to cut off.
yeah, and I'd rather not use AI music if possible.
Yeah, same. It's the only one I still use. I mean, I love my Should I Stream It AI fake singer guy. That was pretty funny.
Why are you not going? What is going on?
He's in the dirt.
Well,
Are you like too busted up or something?
no, it went. I accidentally hit the gear. Can I
Oh.
restart this?
Yeah, it looks like you can.
Is it gonna? I don't know if it's gonna restart the whole thing.
It's up to you.
Keep going. Oh, now I'm in manual mode. Great. Yeah, I got to restart. I don't know what happened.
3, 2, 1, go!
Well, I'm glad
and
I
I
didn't have
also-
to restart the whole tournament. Usually
That's good.
they'll pull that crap on you.
Yeah, I love the American Truck Simulator. I love how much of a difference there is between your custom truck that you buy and sort of, I guess, work on, and the trucks that the quick jobs give you. But boy, was I struggling to get to like 65 on some of those quick job trucks.
Oh, I'm sure they're garbage. On purpose.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna stop. I think I'm gonna stop shipping in California. Only for the sheer reason that I guess maybe it's a new law or something. Maybe it was old, and I just don't remember. Trucks can't go over 55, even if the speed limit's like way higher.
Sometimes that's the case in some states.
Yeah, it's like I'm
I think
in
I
Arizona.
think there's highways in Ohio where the truck speed limit is different than the car speed.
Yeah, I mean, I understand for mountains and stuff. Like, I know going to State College, there's like, when you're going up the mountain.
Night Duck, I don't own a racing wheel for the PS1. Also, this would be impossible to play on a racing wheel. It's not even close to being realistic.
If I had to spare money, which I have many, many, many other things to purchase before I would even think about this in life in general, I would get a wheel set up for American Truck Simulator.
Well, luckily for American Truck Simulator, like, you don't need something super expensive.
Yeah.
Because you don't really need, you don't need a direct drive wheel. You don't need, like, a shift lever.
I would love to get like as close to the big giant wheel that actual trucks have.
I mean, they might make, like, a specific wheel for American Truck Simulator, but you could play with any racing. Like, you wouldn't need something super expensive. Fucking hit this thing again.
I think that's like set there on purpose.
Oh,
I guarantee you it's set there on purpose.
God, it's amazing how much worse this looks than Outrun.
What do you mean? Outrun? Which Outrun?
Like the 16-bit Outrun.
Well, it's totally different arts. This is
No, I
polygons.
know. Yeah, that's why it's like whenever you go back to PS1, you're like, God, nothing outperformed the 16-bit era until like PS2.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the early 3D days were rough, to say the least.
Yeah.
Games in this era were lucky if you got like 25 FPS.
Yeah. The fun thing that's happening on the speaking of getting into early 3D, I don't know if you noticed that Jeff Gerstmann finally finished his playing every single NES game ever
Oh, did he?
750 or something of them.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah. And a couple of them were like, not bootleg, but like they were like basically the equivalent of porn games.
Ah.
On 8-bit that he played. He was like, well, these were released in Japan, so they count. But he finished it with Super Mario 3.
Smart man.
I don't know where he put it. He just kept saying like he never understood people, which I agree with, that put that game above Super Mario World.
That game above what? Super Mario World?
Yeah.
Nostalgia? Some people
Probably.
grew up with 3 and not World.
Yeah.
Also, some people like the shorter levels. The levels in Super Mario 3 are like super short.
Oh yeah. That's how you can get 96 or
That's
whatever
your
the number
best
was.
lap. Lap 3.
But yeah, so I don't know where he put it because Mega Man 2 had been number 1 for a long time. He loved Bionic Commando as well.
Bionic Commando is awesome.
10. But so his next thing is he's going to do every N64 game.
Well, that's not that many, so that's not too bad.
Well, I think Super Nintendo might be the worst in terms of number. I think it's a little more than the NES.
Well, was the Super Nintendo around as long?
Let's see.
I don't remember.
People can help me.
I cannot make that turn for the life of me.
So in North America, there's 721.
How many were there for NES?
Let's see. Might be 750. That's North America releases. Actually, 677. And then if you count all the Tengen releases, it's 837. And plus, Super Famicom was so much more popular in Japan. Japan released 1,400 games for the Super Famicom.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Also, you had the Genesis here, which ate into a lot of.
Yeah, Master System didn't do much.
Master System didn't do anything in Japan.
Yeah, and here either. That's why when Cuphead made that joke, nobody got it. Because, they're Europeans, so Master System was more popular there. So everyone's like, oh, and they're making a Nintendo joke. I was like, nope, that system is clearly a Master System.
I don't understand what's happening here. I cannot make a turn. Even hitting the brakes doesn't do anything.
I played way too much Burnout and Forza that I keep seeing these rock formations and thinking they're ramps.
I think this car is terrible. It could be part of the problem.
Is this the Lamborghini?
Yeah.
Are you able to switch cars between races or no?
Nope.
Yeah, hit those textures, it didn't move. I like how there must be good rubber banding.
There is. There's no way I would ever catch up with it without it. Well, thanks for that. This thing has not turned worth a shit at all.
You can't drift well.
That's your best lap. You placed 6th.
Still looking at wheels. The one I said was the best option if you want it for racing, but the Hori truck control system is specifically what you're asking for, Mark.
Congratulations.
Yeah, if I get it, I want the big giant wheel.
I don't know that it's possible for me to win this, but we'll keep going.
Yeah, I will get that at some point in the distant future.
So there you go.
But yes, this is kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, I only need the wheel.
You need the
Because I'm an
pedals.
automatic.
Well, you
Well,
need
pedals.
the pedals.
Yeah. I probably don't need the gear shift. It's $600. But I will save it.
We gotta go with the Ferrari.
Yeah.
No yellow? No yellow Ferrari? That's
Yeah, wheels and pedals is all that I want. Because I will never...
The G29 is more than enough for what you need.
Yeah.
It's a racing wheel, but yeah.
Yeah. I'll look into it. Because I was trying to do it with, you know... I suck on mouse and keyboard, which is probably the worst thing for it.
Well, mouse and keyboard's horrible for that.
And then I have my controllers,
3,
which aren't
2,
much better.
1. Go.
You need analog control.
Yeah. Oh no, rain. Oh, that's one thing I've been experiencing, just shifting off to a whole different game. The weather effects in FC26 are spectacular. Like, if you're playing in snow, your team is noticeably slower.
That's cool.
Running. And in the rain, the ball goes further when you kick it.
Yes, I would agree with Night Duck. You need to have force feedback if you're going to get it.
Yeah. It's funny, on Nextlander, where I got the inspiration to play it, because on Friday did a trucking stream. They had asked Alex, who's the main truck guy there, if he was able to do it and money was no object, would he buy the full cockpit set up for it? And he was like, yes.
Just for the trucking? Just for
trucking? Yeah, full truck cockpit.
I mean, at that point, you might as well get your CDL and be a trucker.
Yeah. But he's also a drummer, so when he goes, but you have to get rid of your drums. He's like, nope.
Yes. Yeah, I would.
And he's like, well, you can have both, but you have to put the truck thing in the living room. And he was like, oh, I can't do that if I want to stay in a relationship.
Well, little things.
But yeah, I've seen the full... was it your dad that was trying to set up the full cockpit thing for Microsoft Flight?
He didn't... Not a full cockpit, but he got pedals, rudder pedals. He got like the yoke and the levers for all that. Because at the time he was learning to fly, so he needed a simulator.
That makes sense, you know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't see doing it just for being a video game player. You know what I mean? Buying that much equipment.
I mean, some people just they just like playing flight sims. They'll set up triple monitor setups and all kinds of shit. I mean, it's the same with racing. Like, have you seen some of the like car simulator setups that people have?
That whole that one wasn't Gran Turismo basically about that?
Yeah, where like the whole thing moves and stuff while you're driving. Like, at that point, just drive a car, which I think is what the point of that movie is, right?
Movie was, yeah. But the kid was so good in that simulator that they would pretty sure it would translate to the car, and it ends up because that's like based on a true story.
Based is putting it mildly.
Yeah.
I don't think it was. I don't know how much reality was in that.
Yeah. I think the only part of the reality was they had a kid that was really good on video game simulator racing, and then they tried him as a racer. And he was good. I think that's all of the story that's true.
I mean, the problem is, like, you can. There's still things that are going to be not realistic in a game.
Yeah.
But when you get out to a real racetrack with a car that has actually weighs something, it's going to be different.
Yeah, and in some cases, the heat and dehydration and all that stuff.
Well, yeah, that's another
The
thing. Is
final lap.
you don't realize how much physical strength and endurance it takes to drive a car for that. See, Night Duck, if I was to get a wheel, I would never be able to just get the wheel. I'd have to get a whole cockpit. And then I would have to figure out where to put it. And I'd have to have a monitor just for that setup. You know, it would just snowball very quickly, very expensively.
That actually does kind of suck. He was saying his boss is really into it, and he's pretty good at racing sims, but he loses a lot of the competition because he goes up against actual professional drivers, and they like kick his ass.
Well, I mean, it is. It's an unfortunate thing. Like, that's what iRacing all is. Like, they're real racers. They're just racing in a sim.
Oh, whoop.
Don't tell me that. How much is it?
I can't do it. I spent too much money in the last 2 weeks. And I'm so glad I actually bought that World Cup ticket for Thursday. Because now the cheapest ticket is $700 for that game. And I got it for $250 plus fees. So like $2.
Yeah, you made it like a bandit. I heard people paying like
You
10
placed
grand
second.
for.
Yeah. And I could have got it cheaper, but I was
You waited.
holding out thinking, I was holding out thinking that it would go down further.
Congratulations.
And then when it started going up, I was like, nope.
All right, now
'Cause
I
I
gotta
didn't think anybody would think about the Ivory Coast Curacao game.
Well, I mean,
Now it means something. The reason the price jumped was because the winner of that game advances.
well, they have a physical version of Galaxy 1 and 2 also for $49.
Is Woot good, or for some reason I feel like it's Temu.
What's that?
Is Woot like safe and good?
It's Amazon.
Oh, okay.
It's Amazon's like warehouse thing. They have the 8-bit DO 64 Bluetooth controller for $35.
Yeah, that I just get. My mom got caught in the Temu hole and had to like change her.
It is not
had to change her
Temu.
debit card.
It is not Temu.
Yeah.
Also, I would never use a debit card to buy.
Yes.
Woot is literally like
2,
you can
1.
use your Amazon. You use your Amazon account to sign up,
Yeah.
and I could use my Amazon charge card.
Yeah.
Like it's all through Amazon.
Yeah. She got sucked into that, and I keep trying to
No, it's
tell her to be careful, but you can only say so much. But she's like, "Ooh, that was real cheap."
it's just like their clearance warehouse sales.
Yeah. All right, I'll start looking into it. 'Cause I see a lot of times Wario 64 promoted. So.
Oh yeah, I bought a bunch of stuff from Woot. They usually have really good like controller sales, like on 8-bit DO stuff. Like I should have bought. They had an extra 20% off in the app last night, and they had the Ultimate Bluetooth 2 controller, and I was like, oh, maybe I should get it, maybe I shouldn't, and then I waited too long and it sold out. And I get a lot of physical games from Woot as well. They usually have pretty good deals. Like right now,
next month-
Suikoden 1 and 2, I think is like $16.
Okay. Yeah, right. Next month is when I'll start changing anything I want. Because I got the World Cup ticket, the Switch 2, and Comic-Con tickets all this month.
Yeah, that's a rough month, Mark.
Yeah. Thankfully, the one thing I did do the buy now, pay later one was the Switch, and I'll just throw money on it to not get as much interest on it.
Well, like
More
PayPal
than-
Pay in 4 is like the greatest and worst thing of all time. I just ran directly into that wall.
like Wile E. Coyote. That looks like an opening.
That's everything looks the same. But yeah, like I use because Amazon a lot of times with their card has like 6 month or 12-month 0%.
Yeah.
PayPal has Pay in 4, which I use all the time, which I shouldn't, but I do.
Yeah, I use Affirm every so often.
Yeah, Affirm and PayPal Pay in 4 is like the same thing. I use Shop
Yeah.
Pay. Shop Pay is the same thing. The nice thing about Shop Pay is you don't have to pay up front.
Yeah.
You
Same
can.
with Affirm.
I think Shop Pay is run by Affirm.
Yeah, it's probably the same thing. The thing with Affirm is, which is what I use for the Switch 2, is essentially it delays it a month, your first payment, and it stretches it out over a year with it's a high interest number, but it's like, it adds like $10 to the final charge or something. And you're like, sure.
Yes,
I'll pay
add the
$10
add the $6 so I don't have to pay it all at one time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how we bought my niece's bat. I bought it through Affirm, and my sister paid the monthly payments to me.
But anyway, back to Woot.
Yeah.
They also have a lot of like monitor deals and stuff. So if you ever needed a monitor, look there.
I was planning on. I gotta switch my room up, only because I can only do green screen shots because my camera shoots directly into my closet when it's not green screen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want people to see my clothes. So I want to swap it so that I can have some kind of backdrop for like the times I don't want to do green screen, like probably like news hour and stuff like that, where it's not as important.
Hang on, I'm gonna pause this real quick.
Oh no, the World Cup tickets I bought.
My
not
idea of an
payment
impulse
plan.
purchase is this thing. I buy this was an impulse purchase, and it's not cheap.
Yeah, I never use buy now, pay laters for impulse purchases. If I'm going to do an impulse purchase, I'm going to make sure I have the money. The Switch 2 was basically because Ocarina of Time's coming out, and I had to get it before September 1st.
Well, yeah, I don't blame you about the Switch 2 at all, because you gotta get in before they increase the price.
Yeah. So that wasn't.
And especially when there's a game coming out that you know you want to play, you might as well get it now and get a deal and get not a free game, but get a game for way less than its MSRP is.
The World Cup ticket is the one that put me into not spending much, and then I'm going to drop $70 at the beginning of July anyway for NCAA.
Like, I would never buy Mario Kart for the regular price.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone
$30
who buys a Switch 2 could absolutely get the bundle with Mario Kart 8, because the game should only be $50. It should not be $80. It's not an $80 game.
And I feel like I could find on, like you mentioning Root and stuff like that. I feel like there's a chance I could find Donkey Kong Bonanza on that.
Absolutely. You could absolutely find Donkey Kong Bonanza or what's the other one game on the
Pocopia.
Pocopia.
And now they're doing a Pocopia only bundle as well. I saw that today. I'm surprised they're not doing a Star Fox only bundle.
I don't know that they have much faith in Star Fox. Why do you think they have not released a new game in 15 years or whatever it is?
Yeah, I just thought promotion-wise.
I know, but it's not that expensive. That's the thing. It's only a $50 game, so they don't want to throw it in there.
And I have been playing a lot of Mario Kart. While it's not great, it's still Mario Kart.
I need to get back in. I need to get back into Donkey Kong. I haven't played that in a long time. I got sidetracked with other stuff and then just never went back to it. See, here's my other problem with the Switch 2. I bought the Switch 2 Pro controller. This is why I was debating buying the 8BitDo Ultimate 2
Lap 2.
Because there is no charging dock made for the Switch 2 Pro controller. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so difficult to find, like, accessories for the Switch 2. Like, I feel like for the Switch, all this stuff was out, like, immediately after it came out. I don't know if the fact that stuff got leaked beforehand, that Nintendo put the kibosh on all third-party accessories or something, but there is no charging dock for the Switch 2 Pro controller. So every time I go to pick it up, it's dead. So I can't play anything unless I plug it in and play at the same time, which is annoying. Like, why is it so difficult? That's why I wanted to get the 8BitDo controller, because it comes with a dock and I can attach the dock directly to the Switch 2, and it's 2.4 gigahertz wireless, so it's faster than Bluetooth, and it charges while it's not being used. Like, what are we doing, Nintendo? Just give me a dock. Like any other controller, you can get a dock for. Why can't I get it? What's that?
The Switch Pro controller works with the Switch 2, but you can't turn the system on with it.
Right, which defeats the purpose. Also, if the controller's dead, I can't turn the system on either. My only problem with the SM30 Pro Plus is the stick layout. If I'm playing, like, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom or something like that, I want the stick on top. I don't like PlayStation layout sticks. I've never liked it. Like, I'm playing with it right now and I hate it. I don't like the stick placement at the bottom. I like it at the top.
Yeah, it's weird. For every other sports game or anything, it doesn't matter. But if I'm playing hockey, I need the Xbox layout. So my mind can differentiate between
That's your best lap. Lap 3.
You need the Xbox layout? Yeah.
You know, like stick top.
Yeah, stick top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, especially for, like, any, like, action adventure game or racing game, I need the stick on the top. Like, I am hating this right now with the stick on the bottom. Like, it shouldn't bother me this much, but it just doesn't feel natural. Now, if I'm playing a platformer or something where I'd rather use the D-pad, yeah, SM30 Pro Plus, I would use in a heartbeat. But if I'm playing anything 3D, I don't like that layout. That's why I've been one of the reasons I've been an Xbox person for so long, is I just like the controller better. It just feels better in my hands. I have bigger hands for above average size hands, I would say. So having Like the DualSense is finally like almost big enough, like as a PlayStation controller, to like fit in my hands nice. I like the DualShock 4, but it's still a little small. Like I used to use an Xbox controller, an Xbox One controller with a chat pad on it, just because it had enough weight at that point that it felt good. Well, not a chat pad. I had remember that they had that little interface that you could stick on the bottom of your controller for your headphones?
Yeah.
I always played with that because it gave it a little more heft and it felt better. Which is why I like the Ultimate controllers, like the Xbox Ultimate controllers, because they weigh a little more because they have the metal pieces. So I'm in the minority though. I know a lot of people like light controllers and small controllers. I just not. Like, I got the Lenovo Legion Go 2, and people were like, "Oh yeah, it's pretty big and bulky. It feels so nice." And like, I can't imagine playing like, even like I have an Odin 2 Portal, and that's a big console. But I had to get a grip for it because my hands are too big. Otherwise, it just didn't feel good. I gotta start over again.
Yeah.
This is going very poorly.
Yeah, so I don't really have a preference. Like I said, it's only the one game because for some reason when they went to dual stick, I guess I was playing on Xbox. So my brain just kind of got burned putting that left stick up top of your skates and right stick down bottom with your stick. And when they're side by side, my brain can't comprehend it. It should be able to.
But again, like I'll play games with stick on the bottom. Like I played Red Dead 2 on a DualShock 4.
Yeah.
But my preference is to have the stick on the top. Anything retro though, I don't want the stick on the top. Obviously.
Yeah. My preference retro is I use
Then you've got psychotic people that'll use the thumbstick instead of a D-pad. Like, what's wrong with those people?
Yeah, I use the SN30 Pro for just about everything on PC.
Yeah, basically at this point, all of my controllers are either first party or they're 8-bit Doe. That's it. That's all I have. Oh, I lied. I have a couple of Retro Fighters controllers. But for the most part, it's usually first party or 8-bit Doe. Those are my favorite.
I just have to have the controller inputs memorized because I can't look down at the controller because most of the time it's all backwards.
The only one that really messes me up is the Dreamcast because it's got the same colors as the Xbox, but they're not in the same spot. Like when you get button prompts in a Dreamcast game,
yeah, I
have to either have studied it before I start playing, or like have something in front of me because I don't know where the buttons are on a Dreamcast controller.
I almost ponied up for the 8-bit Doe Sega controller.
I ponied up for this one.
Yeah,
this is the N60. This is the N64 controller.
That's cool. Yeah, I basically I think well, I got the Xbox 360 version. The one that looks like that. But yeah, only because that's the only retro game that's so hard to map to a non-Sega controller.
I have the M30 is like one of the best controllers I've ever used. The 8-bit Doe M30, which is the Genesis controller.
Yeah.
It's so good. 6-button layout. Feels good in the hands. You can use it for Genesis or Saturn because it's got R and L buttons on the top.
Yeah, like the SN30 is basically also a dual shock.
Yeah, because it's got the same layout.
Yeah, it's got the R1L, the 1 and 2s on top, and it has the dual analogs in the middle.
You know what controller I like that the layout did not catch on? The Wii U Pro controller, which has both sticks on top.
Yeah.
The only other controller I've ever seen do that is the Steam Deck. Have you ever used a Wii U Pro controller?
No, I've only for the little bit I've played the Wii U so far, I've just been using the pad or my remotes.
Well, it's basically the same layout as the pad. It's just on like a dual,
The smaller thing.
a dual like horn layout. I don't know why I'm having such a tough time with this. I'm on the beginner difficulty, and it's quite difficult. Like I can't
Seems
imagine.
like if you make one big mistake. You're
Well,
like
yeah,
knocked out.
there's no coming back. Like I don't think I'm gonna get back up to like 3rd place at this point.
You're all
Even
in a
if-
bunch, so you should, if you start rubber banding back up to that, you should be good. And you've got 2 laps to do it.
That's your best lap. Lap 3.
There's just so many things you can hit. It'll just throw you all out of whack.
You would hope they would hit me more often.
Oh my god!
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, but I just lost every place that I just made up. And then some. I lost
You
one
lost
more.
one. You'll get it as soon as you get back up to speed. Rubbing is racing.
Yeah,
Great deal.
I have no qualms against knocking into people in Need for Speed. What? Are you kidding me right now?
I kind of like being a little bit of a delay watching it on Twitch.
That's so annoying. Like, I don't know if I'm just rusty at old racing games or if, like,
Probably.
this game is that difficult.
You're probably trying to play it a little bit like Forza, which is, not the way to play these.
The problem is the physics are really, like, goofy.
Yeah.
It's the final lap.
God damn it.
Oh.
Well,
Do you make it do that, or does the game decide to?
Oh, I
teleport
reset
you
it.
back? Okay.
There's a reset button.
Right there. This isn't one of those games with secret exits, right?
It does have shortcuts, but I've found that they don't really help all that much. Like, how are they making that turn? Nobody had brake lights on.
We're drifting. UDK. Yeah, I feel like the rubber banding gets you back into third, but you have to be running a good race to get in the top two.
Yeah, there's no... I feel like the game is forgiving, but not that forgiving. It's not Mario Kart.
Like you may be able to get back to two if you run perfectly. And by that I mean like never hit the dirt.
That's your best lap. You
I
placed
got second.
Yeah,
I don't know.
was holding my breath.
I never would have caught the other guy.
Yeah, I think first place they don't want you to ever crash.
Congratulations.
Remember, did I save?
Yeah. So my just to answer an old thing from Night Duck, just the SN30 is like permanently plugged into my PC. I don't use it for anything else.
Oh, I can save. That's awesome.
The nice. The Xbox 60 version, whatever that is, I don't have it in front of me to. That's my Mr. controller. Just because I don't need my cat trying to chew the wire. GVP, baby.
We're actually in first place right now, but I think I'm going to call it
Nice.
right there.
That's good. Call it on a victory.
But yeah, this was fun. It was a bit frustrating, but hey, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So if you have not listened already, we've released a Podcast Prime episode. We discussed Key 3 and everything surrounding it. Gave our thoughts on what's coming, what we enjoyed. We also talked about our backlog buster games. We picked new games, which I think we're going to be streaming them soon. We haven't figured that out yet. We don't have a date yet, but all three of us will be streaming our new backlog buster games. Obviously, we got a new retro roulette game, which was Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit.
Yeah.
If you're playing along at home, let us know what you think on all of our socials at GameVaultPod.
Yeah. So, due to my World Cup game on Thursday, if you want to move Final Fantasy to Friday, I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah, that's fine. We will be moving Final Fantasy to Friday, so check your make sure you check your dials for Friday instead of Thursday.
Yeah.
Mark will be attending the World Cup.
And either being embraced by the people of Curacao or the people of Ivory Coast. I don't know which supporter section I'm sitting in.
Just make sure you cheer with them.
Yes. Yes. I always tell the story of I bought a ticket to the men's volleyball national championship game when it was in George Mason down in Virginia. And because Penn State was in the semis, so just in case that they made it. And so I went there anyway, even though they didn't. And I was in the Hawaii supporters section, and they basically made me an honorary rainbow.
Honorary Rainbow Warrior.
Yep. They gave me a lei, and gave me the like instead of the cheerleading like fake like plasticky stuff, it was like grass skirt sort of material for the pom-poms. That was the word I was thinking of, pom-poms. And I forget some of them now, but like learning the cheers and the chants. Too bad they lost. But
yeah,
it was fun.
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah, they embraced me. And when they found out I was a Penn State person, it made them even more, because apparently there's like a great relationship between the fans of Hawaii and the Penn State men's volleyball program.
Interesting. Good to know.
Yeah, it was just, I didn't know it at the time. I was like, oh, that was cool because you guys play a lot. And then I went to the retirement thing for the Penn State coach, my friend, and the head of the Hawaii men, like the fan club, like their like booster club or whatever, came to the final game and gave him a present. I'm like, oh, so that was real. Okay.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. And so I'm hoping to get embraced, and not in the video game sense, on Thursday by some foreign country.
I think you have a good shot of that, Mark.
Oh, as long as you don't wear the wrong colors. Like I'm gonna have my Arsenal jersey on just to be safe. I don't think red would bother, but it is the Arsenal shirt, so they can tell that I'm not just wearing red. Anyway, that is why we're doing Final Fantasy on Friday. I may do Tomodachi Life beforehand. I'm not sure. I may also do my Backlog Buster beforehand. We'll see, before starting at like 7:30 or something. Because How to Full Boyfriend not that long. I will try not to get any gang fights. I'm gonna get there pretty early and all that, so it should be fun. I might be exhausted on Friday, but
well, just keep a watch for the stream, and we will let you know what we're doing. So, thank you everyone for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, and thank you all for listening to the podcast, and keep listening. We love to hear from you, and we love the fact that we get to join you every week. So, for Mark, I'm Tom, and we will catch you guys in the next one.